Hey everyone, and welcome back to Marvel Champions Experience. Oh, what a day. I am so excited. Look who we got finally onto the board. And man, what a day I had to try to get these. I came back from Vegas today. I live in Jersey, right? Excuse me. So I rushed from the airport to this store in Manhattan called Complete Strategist. Best store, by the way. My first time shopping there. I rushed there to get there before they close at 6 o'clock to be able to pick these up, because I wanted to make a video for all of you guys. So if you are so willing, please like this video. If you're even more willing, please consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. Always drop a message down in the comments below. And if you like video games, here's my weekly plug. Consider checking out my weekly video game podcast, D-Pad Experience, on all podcast providers and YouTube. But enough of that. Let's get to this. That's why you're here. You want to see an unboxing of one of these, and we're going with Rogue because I care about her least, and I'm really hyped for Gambit. So let's unbox Rogue and see what we got in here. All right. I already took the little stick tape off of there. You're asking, we got our poster here that I'll just chuck with the rest of the boxes. I don't know. That looks kind of nice for the video, but it won't stay. There, it's gonna fall. Doesn't really matter. All right, we'll put that poster to the side. We have our trusty little nail here that I keep for whenever I do these unboxings, because these plastics can get very annoying to open. So yeah, I flew in today. And I was like very excited for my trip. It was like a work trip, but I knew that there it goes. We'll just leave it right there. We'll leave it right there. But I knew that today was Rogue Day, and I was like, damn it, I'm gonna have an afternoon because I'm not going home without these decks. So I had to trek around Manhattan from the airport to find these. All right, so as always, I don't really know what's in here. I did, like, when she was released, I looked at her skills and just like the basic cards. So I have no idea what other aspect cards are in here or anything else. So we'll take a look at these together. I'm very excited. I know what she's about. I'm not really feeling her, but all right. So Anna Marie, you have a 3 recovery, 6 health, 11 health. 6 hand size, 11 health. Setup. Set your touched upgrade aside. So here's touched. Okay. It's just one side. Withdrawn, force response. After you change to this form, set touched upgrade aside. So I'm assuming that this will come in when I flip. So let's see what happens when she flips. Force response. Okay, I gotta see how this thing works. Oh, here, is this it? Skin contact. Attach touched to another character. You gain each of the attached character's traits until the end of the round. Limit once per round. All right, so she's 2/2/2. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Hand size of 5 on this side. So attached to another character, you gain each of the traits until the end of the round. Okay. You gain each of the attached character's traits. And then it looks like you get this as well, possibly. I need to read her book, her little thing. Actually, let's look at that now. We'll answer that question here. Let's see. I think it says it right here. What does it mean to find touched? When you're instructed to find... No. If I take control of a minion with Karma's ability, what happens to any attachments? When you take control of a minion with Karma, any attachment on that minion remains attached. However, because that minion loses the minion card type. All right, so it seems like I'll have to figure out how to play her. What does it say? Here we go. We got some words. Rogue begins the game with touch upgrade set aside. Use her skin contact ability or energy transfer event to attach touch to a character, friendly or enemy. Right, it could be friendly. Play Southern Cross or go on Rogue while touch is attached to another character to gain powerful effects. You can even attach touch to another hero. Blah, 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 blah. All right. That's something we got to figure out how to use. After the player phase begins, find touched and set it aside. So it looks like this just goes on and off. If touched is attached to a minion, rogue's attacks gain overkill. If attached to the villain, we get retaliate 1. An ally, we gain aerial. And if it is attached to another hero, she gains stalwart. So rogue's got touched. And where these are her cards. We're going to play her pre-con deck tomorrow. So we have a 3-cost ally, Gambit, obviously, right? Gambit enters play with 3 charge counters. When Gambit attacks, remove 1 charge counter from him and deal 1 damage to an enemy. So he is essentially, that would be 3, right? So he's basically a 9 attack character. Solid. Rogue's Jacket, 1-cost upgrade. While touched is attached to a friendly character, she gets +1 thwart. If it's attached to an enemy, she gets +1 attack. All right. We have 3 copies of Goin' Rogue, the aforementioned Goin' Rogue. Superpower. And it says, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If she has aerial, remove 2 additional threat. Retaliate, confuse an enemy, and stalwart, drawn a card. And to get, let's see. How do we gain retaliate? Cool. So basically, if this is attached to the villain, this can confuse the villain. I like that. I'm a big fan of confuse, especially because we play solo. We want to flip a lot. We have 3 color. Oh my God, I'm so tired, guys. I really am. I'm exhausted. I've been up all day with this freaking flight. All right, so we have Southern Cross, 3 copies of Southern Cross, and it is a 3-cost event. It's another superpower. So we're looking at Deaf Focus in here, honestly. She's got a lot of superpowers. Deals 6 damage to an enemy. If it has aerial, deals another 2 damage. How do we get aerial? It's attached to an ally. If it's got retaliate, stun the enemy, stalwart, draw a card. So we have 2. So basically, if we put touch on the villain, for the most part, we can stun and confuse a lot. We have 2 copies of Energy Transfer. Attach touch to a character other than rogue. I can put touch on myself? No, you can't do that. I don't think you can. Yeah, it says to another character. So why does it say that? Attach touch to a character other than rogue and deal 2 damage to that character. Heal 2 damage from rogue and ready her. You gain each of the attached character's traits until the end of the round. Not bad. 2 copies of Bulletproof Bell. 1-cost event, another superpower. Interrupt defense. When an enemy with touch attached to it attacks, prevent all damage from that attack and gain a tough status card. I'm already really liking putting touch on the villain. And we have 3 copies of Superpower Adaptation, 3-cost event. Hero action. If touched is attached to a friendly character, search its owner's discard pile for an event that belongs to the same classification as that character. What? I think I had the same problem reading this the first time. If touched is attached to a friendly character, search its owner's discard pile for an event that belongs to the same classification as that character. Identity specific, aspect, or basic. Got it. Add the event to your hand. Got it. All right. So since I play true solo, this could only be attached to an ally, and then I can look through my deck. So basically, if I attach this to Gambit, right? If I put touched on Gambit and then I play Superpower Adaptation, I can search my discard pile for an event that belongs to the same classification as that character. So I guess this is identity specific, right? Like this is a rogue card. So I would be able to pull out another rogue card. At least that's how I'm assuming. All right, and those are her cards. And let's see what we got to add to another one of my favorite aspects to play, True Solo. Well, this is let's grab all of her pre-con. Well, since we have her out, let's take a look at the obligations. If touch is attached to a friendly character, deal 2 damage to that character, discard this card. If touch is not attached to a friendly character, place 2 threat in the main scheme. This is actually not bad at all. You don't have to exhaust. I kind of don't mind that one. Of course, we got Mystique, right? She's villainous. She comes in with a tough. After she engages you, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for a copy of the Misled Treachery and shuffle it into your deck. And here's Misled. Shuffle this into your deck. After this card enters your hand, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Enters your hand. Shuffle this card into your deck. Sorry. Shuffle into your deck. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't hate this. Yeah, it seems fine. 2 threat. Okay. So Mystique has 6 health, 1 attack, 1 scheme. She doesn't seem like the worst. She doesn't seem like the worst Nemesis. So I'm not really upset with that. And let's see what we got. We have Iceman. What do you do, Iceman? You're a 3-cost ally. You enter play with 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health. You enter play with 3 freeze counters. After minion enters play, stun that minion. We remove a freeze counter. So he's basically sort of like Hawkeye. We have Karma, 4-cost ally. Very expensive. 0 thwart, 0 attack, 1 health. You better do something good. After you play Karma from your hand, choose a non-elite minion. While Karma's in play, take control of that minion and treat it as a controlled ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme and takes 2 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. Does it not attack? While Karma's in play, take control of that minion, treat it as a controlled ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal... Oh, but the attack is the attack. Got it. I'm an idiot. Got it. Takes 2 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. Okay. We have Armor, 2-cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health. Must be an X-Men, and you have toughness. Oh, Armor. I use you in Marvel Snap. Now I know what you look like. Did not know that. All right. We have some new artwork for Unflappable. I play Unflappable a bunch, so we'll throw this in there because it's new artwork. Judoka skill, 2-cost upgrade. Use 3 judo counters. When you defend against an enemy attack, remove 1 judo counter from here. That enemy gets -2 attack for that. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's pretty good. Preemptive strike. This is ready in the game. Just some new artwork. 3 copies of that. Not today. What is this? 1-cost event. Hero interrupt defense. When your hero defends against an attack, it gets +2 defense for that attack. If you take no damage from that attack, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Oh, I love this. I'm a big defensive player. This is solid. Oh, this is an interrupt. You are going into my Spider-Gwen deck. I love that card. Defensive energy. I think we've seen this before. Hero interrupt. When you spend this card to play defensive event, draw a card. Moira. Hello, Moira. 2-cost support, right? And what does Moira do? Need to have a mutant trait. After mutant alter ego changes into hero form, exhaust Moira, you draw a card. Phenomenal. Phenomenal card. This is going into any X-Men character I have. I love that. X-Gene, 1-cost upgrade. Play only if your identity has the mutant trait. Exhaust X-Gene, generate a wild resource for an identity-specific event. Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually really cheap. I kind of like that a lot, too. I might have to include this in a mutant deck as well. And we knew this was coming. Beauty and the Thief. And so it's our team-up card. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. That's really strong for a 2-cost event. I never play these team-up cards, but that's too strong to leave out. I might have to put this in my deck. And there's her precon, which I will be sleeving tonight to be able to play tomorrow. And let's see what we have after our stop. Must stop. Everything must stop at this point. And take a look at what else we got. So we have 3 copies. This is me being tired of Med Lab. I was going to say I thought we had this already in the game, but I don't think we do. 1-cost support. After an ally is defeated by consequential damage, exhaust Med Lab, place it here. Limit 1 ally at a time. Oh, you put the ally here. Got it. Alter ego action. Exhaust med lab. Place the ally here. Wait. Exhaust med lab. Play the ally here as if it were in your hand. Oh, cool. All right. So basically, like, you can just get an ally back in and out of play. And that's it. That's all we got. Oh, you cheap sons of bitches. You only just gave up one new freaking thing? All right. So what do we got here? We have the Reavers. Well, we didn't really go through this. We have Donald Pierce, Skullbuster, Bonebreaker, Wade Cole, Moray Reese. So we have a new modular, the Reavers. I don't get to play a lot of the new modulars too much, but there we go. We got a new modular. Can't complain there. And there's Rogue. There is our unboxing of Rogue. I'm going to make sure to sleeve this girl tonight so that tomorrow we can have a game with her pre-con. Thanks, everybody. Take care.